how close I was. It's not hard to find if your grip is loose enough. How lucky to be by your side, to feel your stare. Sick as a dog, I run my hands through your hair. Oh, my heart will change. I wait for nothing. The intense rearrange, making space where there was none before. She says she's running on time. Darling, aren't we all? I think you could show me something that I won't need to resolve. So twist my words until you can find a way to make them work for you. Your windshield drawings start to fade. Oh, my heart will change. I wait for nothing. The intense rearrange, making space where there was none before. I wanted you to see me so at night, where once a year the rain obscures the sight. I kiss the water from your mouth, toiling with the thought of perfect, and how nothing ever stays the same. My heart will change. I wait for nothing. The intense rearrange, making space where there was none before.
Wayward is my fickle heart. Where would I be if it weren't for your grace, your strength? Faithful is your mighty hand, drawing me close with your tender kindness, your mercy that saves. Abba, Father, I need you more. More of your strength, less of my own. Holy Spirit, teach my heart to walk in your power, not my own. Wayward is my fickle yes, prone to waver in the face of trial or temptation. steady hand, drawing me close even